Just noticed wearing this on the top of my head, I look like a Teletubby.
All else fails, we will build it once again.
This just feels so much faster than what I remember it being. Swear to God, like, if you think your 125 is like slow, because you sort of get used to the speed, just don't ride it or drive a car for a while and then come back on it and it's like, oh my God, the speed. Anyway, hello everybody. I'm John C. Two things I want to talk about. First things first, every Friday, because on Tuesday and Thursday I take Becca into college, and on Friday I was gonna bike into college, but I sent a message over to Josh, because you remember Josh, the complete idiot of a rider, and how he crashed before and then like broke like half of the stuff in the left hand side of his body, and then came back, got a 125, and guess what, he's done again. Yeah, dickhead's crashed. Doesn't surprise me at all. The way he was riding when I was with him, I was expecting him to crash on that ride, to be fully honest with you. I'm really not confident in my keys being in my pocket. Might pull over and just put him in my jacket. But yeah, so Josh has crashed once again. Doesn't surprise me at all. He's an absolute idiot of a rider. And Josh, I really don't care if you're watching, mate. If you want to stay on a bike, you got to sort yourself out. You know, otherwise you're just going to keep crashing, you know. You thought I was riding slow. No, I was riding sensibly. And even then, that sensibly was still like 20 over the speed limit. And part two, which is the title of this video, which is probably why you're here and thinking, what the hell? Because the title says, I dropped my bike in a bath. So, about a year ago, yeah, I was doing some work experience with one of my mum's friends' friends, and I just finished doing 3 days of plastering and stuff like that, and stuff with him, and I was about to go home, and everything's all good. Now, in his garden is where I parked my bike, and because he's like plasterer and builder and stuff like that, he was ripping out his bathroom by himself, because he lives in his house with him and his girlfriend. So he was doing all of that, and he had this bath just lying there in the middle of the garden. And his garden, his path, was sort of like a T. So he had the patio main bit at the house, and then he had a single path going down through the middle of the garden to the gate at the back, where obviously I put my bike in and walked it down the path, and I parked it on the right. Now, I had to reverse the bike around a corner, and I was just on the wrong side. So basically, mud everywhere. I was in the garden and my bike was like this. I don't know how well you could see, to be honest, because the helmet. Basically, my bike started off like this, and I needed to come around and get it round like that. So I was going there, but I was on the left hand side of the bike where I really should have been on the right. Let's go around the corner, and I leaned the bike. I leaned it just a little bit, and it was just a little bit too far, and I went straight over. It was so, but you know, it wasn't just any normal straight fall. It just had to be in his bath. So he heard this massive bang, was like, oh my god, Will, you're right. Runs out of his house to see Bath, bike, me. I was just lying there, and it was the funniest thing. Like, I was laughing, of course, because I was just like, oh my god, how embarrassing. I was just laughing so much. If it had landed flat, obviously, like, the right indicator would have probably snapped off and the mirror would have been a bit fucked. But the only damage I really got was bar ends, which I now don't have at all. I don't have any bar ends on. And my exhaust has just got loads of scratches and crap down it now. So yeah, that was it. And then about 2 months after that, I crashed it again, and then it got a shit ton of scratches and things snapped and that. And then obviously I had to get that all replaced, which was a lovely couple of £100 out of my pocket. These things happen. But I thought I'd explain, because I was talking to Ash Bandicoot. His channel will be in the description if you want to check him out. He's got like 150 odd subs, 160, 50 subs. I don't actually know, really sorry. But he's really good, deserves more. Me and him have been keeping in touch for a while. Back when I had we basically started around the same amount of subs, but then somehow, and once again thank you all so much, but somehow my channel just blew up and now we're almost at 1,000. Like, I can't believe that. 1 year ago, and I hadn't even had 50 subs yet, and now all of a sudden 1 year later and I've got almost 1,000. That's just unbelievable.